Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of This Week in Eorzea, the only Final Fantasy XIV podcast hosted by me, Debbie, and this amazing person, Pyra.
Hello. No, you're amazing, Debbie.
Aw, thanks. I'm just happy to
Yeah.
be here. I think we had a little crash and burn last week, so I'm ready to make it up and have a really kind of professional, well put together podcast, where we actually talk about the news, the stuff going on. No technical issues, no anything, just a flawless performance. That's what I'm aiming for today. We'll see how
Knock on
far we
wood.
get. Yeah, right.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, we'll see how far we go. Aim for the moon, land among the stars. There we go.
Perfect.
Welcome everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic patch night, and it is patch night. Servers are going down
Soon. 9 p.m.
9
Pacific Standard Time. So a little less than 3 hours?
Okay.
4 hours? A little less than 4 hours.
That's time enough to go in and do, your free company stuff and do your retainers and finish up any weeklies you have to do. Not a lot of time other than that. So they're going to be down for about 6 hours, you said? Yeah.
Yep, 6 hours. And I will say as a caveat too, if you were someone who likes to world transfer service hop, like if you go over to Aether for raiding or something, you have only like less than 3 hours because there's like a half an hour buffer window before patch goes live to do those funky things like renaming or
World
transfer service.
And we say it every time. Listen, you never know when a patch drops what's going to happen, so make sure you return to your own world if you're traveling. Because it's nice to be safe at home in case like world transfer doesn't come up right away or anything like that. Like you want to make sure you're safe at home. There's a lot coming down in this patch, but first, just a couple of news items this week. Not much on the lodestone. The first item has to do with the Eorzean Symphony. Now, have you seen the Eorzean Symphony?
I have not. It's a bucket list item for sure. Have you seen them?
I have. I went to go see it a few years ago in Vancouver, and it was absolutely amazing. It was like goosebumps on your skin amazing, like listening to this stuff live. They had the vocals. They have music from all over Final Fantasies, not just Final Fantasy XIV. And it's just an amazing performance. So if you get the chance to see it, like, it's amazing. Please do. This is what's going on here. I haven't even fully read this.
Me neither, honestly. But it looks like it's just Japan this time, which is fair.
Just oh my god.
Just Japan.
Flawless victory. Just Japan for this one. They are doing a player exclusive drawing for purchasing tickets ahead of general ticket sales. So they're doing a lottery before they go on sale. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Concert begins December 27th and 28th. There's some ticketing details. So, if you might end up going in Japan, that'd be really awesome though, to see it in Japan.
Really cool. And that's like around the holiday season. Tell me that wouldn't be like a fun holiday trip, is going to Japan and like going there.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. If for North American European player exclusive drawings. Wait, what? You have until Sunday, October 19th at 8 a.m. So wait, what?
Hold up, yeah.
Hold up. So are they tickets for the Japanese one or tickets for the American one?
No, but they haven't just says Japan. Oh, so I guess it's an entry period. So North American European player exclusive drawing period until Sunday, October 19th. Huh. So I wonder if they're giving them exclusive like first dibs. It's kind of odd. Like, I wouldn't expect that to be the case. But I guess it
Yeah.
is. Interesting.
Okay.
And you can only use Krista, Square Enix Krista, to purchase the tickets. That is kind of... I've never seen this like this, and it is kind of wild.
Right? Yeah, this is really different from anything they've done before. But I mean, you know, if you have maybe people that travel a lot to Japan around Christmas time, but you know, if you do, this is an opportunity. If you get the chance to see it though locally, they do a world tour. Highly recommend. Absolutely amazing performance. And at least the one I saw, they had the actual vocalists and stuff from 14 doing the vocal parts. Just
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah, I do show even this one. There is Amanda Aiken and Jason Charles Miller will be there,
Right.
of course. So, our classics. So that'll be good to have as well.
Yeah, 1000% worth it. They also have the Final Fantasy XIV Orchestral Arrangement Album Volume 4 and vinyl LP box available for pre-order.
Fancy.
They do a lot of selling music here. There was a full Japanese broadcast I caught on YouTube just the other day, where they were talking to Soken again about something Primals, and I'm like, there's a lot of music stuff going on.
Absolutely. I mean, it's very fitting too, because unless they lost the title, I think Soken has like the world record or something, or like an award for like the most original music in a video game.
Oh God, yeah. Like some people just have like multiple games on their resume, but he has 10 years of a series kind of on there.
Yeah.
And not just that, but like all the expansions, all the trials, all the dungeons. Like, my God.
Yep.
This is... The vinyl was cut by American mastering virtuoso Bernie Grundman in Los Angeles, and the triple gatefold jacket features gorgeous illustrations.
Fancy.
Wow. Okay, if you understand what any of that means and you want to purchase it, it tells you where. Wow. I know none of that. Do you do vinyl? Do you?
Nah, no? I have an appreciation for it. I don't have the space nor the tools to appreciate vinyl.
That's fair. Yeah, my mother had a record player when I was growing up, but I didn't like any of her music.
Yeah, there's been like a new way, like resurgence of vinyl, like love and appreciation, and I get it, and I also don't get it enough to go out and buy a record player and get a bunch of vinyl.
Yeah. And I think that's everything new.
Pretty much. Like, it is kind of funny how I think last week we were saying like, yeah, more news TBD about 7.35, and they're just like, quiet. Hey, 7.35. It's like, oh, right? Okay.
Yeah. So, we didn't get any particular announcements regarding it. We just had their standard messages saying that the special site has been updated. So we've got some new pictures and stuff, but yeah, we're just hanging on till maintenance. So what can you expect when you log in tomorrow?
So there are 4 major things that we can expect to be unlocked tomorrow. First one, new deep dungeon, Pilgrim's Traverse, which is like the big one. That is the big one. New Allied Society quest for crafters, Yakhoi, even more Hildebrand, and Monster Hunter Wilds crossover in 14. Last week, I think it was, we got Omega in Monster Hunter, and now we're getting the other side of the collab.
Yeah, absolutely. So We went through Monster Hunter rather in depth last week. So there's probably a portion of people who are really excited about this, with all the mounts and minions and look at that. Like, if that's not going to be an emote eventually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat my hat. But
We're gonna riot.
we're gonna riot. There's so many rewards for this. This is a massive addition to the game. But it's coming alongside some other very popular content. Like Hildebrand. Now, I have a confession to make, Pyra. I haven't done the last Hildebrand yet.
I do need to catch up as well, because I feel like that just came out, if I'm honest. Like, it feels like it just happened. And so now I'm like, I gotta catch up.
Well, it does, right?
Yeah.
I'm so far behind in the game. I haven't accomplished anything I wanted to yet. I haven't finished my relic grind. I haven't finished my phantom jobs. I haven't finished the Mamulja tribal things.
Yep.
And like, I feel for the first time in a very long time like I'm behind.
Yeah. I feel that way too. Like, we had that content drought, like, after Dawn Trail, like the base. And people were like, oh, the things. And then now it's like a tsunami of just content. It's just like, here it is. And I'm like, I haven't even touched the new Cosmic Exploration Zone.
Right?
I haven't even touched it. I haven't even like looked at it. Because I'm like, and you know, for me too, it's like a lot of my time goes into ultimates, but I'm like, what? Like, the downtime, I'm still working on my relic, like chipping away slowly. I'm like, there's so much.
Yeah, no, it really does feel like a feast after a famine. We kept asking Yoshi P, like, we're still hungry, and he like drops an elephant in our laps or something, and we're like, okay, how are we gonna eat all this?
Yeah, I'm stuffed. I don't know what to do.
So you did finish then the last Hildebrand that came out.
I did
Did you?
not.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't? Oh.
I need to catch up too. I do also need to catch up.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it for those who may not be like, you know, the first chunk that we got in Dawn Trail I did, which was not much. It was kind of like a reintroduction. That's what I've done.
Okay. There's not new Cosmic Exploration as of tomorrow. There was new Cosmic Exploration as of patch 7.3.1, which feels only just like a couple of weeks ago. I guess it was more like a month ago?
It was, yeah. I'm trying to think of, oh my goodness. I'm trying to think of when that was now.
What the heck?
I'm looking it up real quick. 2 months ago. Really?
Okay.
3.
Where is time going? Is it just that I'm old? Is that it? Is it just that we're old and time is going too quickly now? I've had these conversations for the past week or so. Like, remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah, 7.3.1 was a month ago. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Still. But
nah,
okay.
I'm getting old too. That it is definitely, you were not the only one.
Okay. I feel a little bit redeemed in that. It was like, remember those halcyon days when you're a kid and you have no responsibility and nothing to do but sit there trying to think of ways to pass the time? Yeah.
God, what are those like? Yeah.
No, I was like, what is this little drunken beetle dude here? The thing about Hildy is you're always asking questions, like even just looking at a picture like this, like what is this little bug guy? Yeah, looking forward to getting caught up. But the thing that's going to take the most time is, of course, oh wait, no, we have to talk about this. We have another allied society. I just got through saying I haven't finished the Mamul job, but what is this? This one is
that the Yakoi.
This one is the
Is
Yakoi,
no
but
one
they
oh, that's
are
the Yakoi.
are
The
they
little
crafters, gatherers,
crafters. This one is crafters. Yep.
crafters. Oh, they got little ice cream sticks. It's cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is nobody's evil.
oh
nobody.
my! Not cute.
He's adorable in a really creepy "I'm going to murder you" kind of way. You know?
Yeah, and they're kind of, I don't know, kind of resembling the dwarves, I guess. Some sort of technology there.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like these people in the MSQ. I am looking forward to learning a bit more about them. You know.
Just that map was so pretty too. Like I can't wait to go back to like snowy peaks, like snowy mountains. I'm honestly really looking forward to that. Especially as the weather creeps up into like the high 80-degree Fahrenheit like temps up here. I'm like, ooh, I want cold. Summer's not dying. I need cold.
Oh, it is cold here. It's not this cold, but it is cold here. But I only have to drive like less than 2 hours to get to the top of a mountain that looks very much like this. So, I mean, no, not the ruins, but
yeah.
Yeah. So good news and bad news is good news. We get more allied society, which is great for experience and great for rewards, which means it's going to come with a mount and a minion and orchestrion rules and probably adventure plates and that sort of stuff. But I find with the allied society quests now that they go really, really fast. I don't know if is that a controversial opinion that you pick up the quest and it's just like do this and done. And it doesn't seem to be a lot of like, I don't know, getting to know the people or anything. Or maybe it's just we speed through it. What do you think? Do you think maybe they become too fast?
I do think they definitely in certain instances become too fast, especially because like I remember the Ixal days. I remember this is like back in my day, old lady talking, but it's like I remember the Moogle tribe, you know, quests and now even for like the Mamulja, I feel like I pick it up, I talk to somebody, not even halfway across the map, and I'm done, and I can turn it in, and I'm like, this is quick. Like this is kind of ridiculously quick. So
you can knock them out very fast.
Yeah, it does for me kind of do that same thing too, where like I remember more of like Heavensward and Stormblood allied societies than I do like even the past 2 expansions because of like how much they've kind of continued to make it like a faster, quicker process.
Okay, so I think we've talked about this before, like which is the most memorable beast tribe to you?
Namazu.
Yeah.
Loporrit's like a close second. Like I love my Loporrits, but it's the Namazu.
It's the Namazu. It is.
My heart of hearts. It'll always be Namazu.
Yeah. No, I do really like that one. But to your point, like maybe it's because I did them a little bit later, but like the Moogles and the Heavensward ones as well are also really kind of up there. So I like the rewards, but we don't have the same degree of effort to put in. So some people like that, some people don't. Take that as you will. You can do them on your way to doing literally everything else that we have to do.
Yeah.
And speaking of literally everything else, Pilgrim's Traverse. So we have been invited by Yoshi P as an entire community to experience Pilgrim's Traverse as quickly and as frequently as possible and provide as much feedback as we can. Because they're doing something quite special with it. They're trying to make it something that every player can participate in, whether you're hardcore or casual, and regardless of your skill level or your time or that sort of stuff, they're trying to make it something everyone can do. So, if you're a minority who is finding difficulty playing this content, he wants to know why. Um, what are you looking forward to about Pilgrim's Traverse?
Besides, like, I'm looking forward to a few things. Like, besides just doing it, like, I really love, like, Ilmeg. Like, it's not the the most concrete answer, but like, I love the Fayol and like the like little pixie, fairy quest. I love that zone. Like, I love going into deep dungeons, and like the most thing that I'm really looking forward to is this quantum boss where it is very like kind of tailor it to your own taste type of like boss, and like I want to know what that means more. Like, you can kind of tailor it to your skill level and like what challenge level you want. So I'm super curious and excited to just see what that means.
Yeah, look
We've
at
never gotten
that.
anything like it, and this could mean a whole new system of like just instances that we get in the future. So I'm pretty pumped.
Wow. It's weird to take a look at because we're looking at a deep dungeon, but it's open air. So it kind
Yeah.
of throws me off looking at an image like this because you're like, hey, wait, that's outside. I thought it's a deep dungeon, but it is. So this is clearly one of the floor bosses. But it has the feel of like a trial or a hunt or something. And then, oh my god.
Beef.
I just... Oh, that's a mount.
That's a mount.
That's a mount. That's a minion.
That is a those are minions. You can't tell me they're not minions.
And then the parasols. There's going to be a whole
so
bunch of
good.
different rewards. Like they're not spoiling half of what there is. There's going to be a bunch of different rewards because the deep dungeons have those the hoard, the sacks, the hoard, the treasure there. So it's like it's like random loot. So you collect the pieces of the hoard, you turn them in. You don't know what you're going to get. Could be fireworks, could be something really special. So there's a little bit of a gamba element to deep dungeons that I really find exciting. And they do feel like their own variety of content. Like they have like this little special place in the game where there's nothing else quite like it. It feels like you're playing a different game for a while.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to it. Now, we have a bunch of different deep dungeons that each kind of have their own tone. And I want to say like different difficulties and how long it takes to get through them. So when you're thinking about Palace of the Dead, Heaven on High, and Eureka Orithos, which one do you think is one that you could sit down and kind of clear in an hour or two? Or one that you feel you don't want to do unless you can reserve the entire day to do it?
My goodness, that's a great question. I feel like I've done Palace the most, and I feel like I can do that the fastest just because like that was where it was at when it came out. Like that was like all that there was. I'm trying to think Eureka Orthos versus Heaven on High. I feel like Heaven on High was... I don't remember Eureka Orthos that much off the top of my head. I feel like if I saw it, I would remember it. But Heaven on High, I feel like is one of the ones that like felt like the biggest slog. It was still fun. Like anytime I step on an otter trap, happier than anything in the world. But that one's like the alright, we gotta sit and map out half a day to try to get through this.
Yeah. I think the thing I liked about Eureka Orithos is you could get through it really quite quickly in comparison to Palace of the Dead and Heaven on High, but it was so much more dangerous. Like right from the get-go, like 10 or 20 levels in, it just got brutal and there were already things that could kill you instantly. Whereas at least Palace of the Dead was kind of like a slow burn up until level like I don't know, 175 or so. And Heaven on High at least had those break floors where there was like nothing else there except for baddies, and you could like use a what was it, like Magicite and completely clear the entire floor. I love the idea of Pilgrim's Traverse being the best of all worlds. Like they had said that the Occult Crescent was going to be in terms of field operations. So and look at the background there. Like the glowing flowers, the different plants, the very like fantasy feel to it.
Dude, I'm excited. Like Ilmeg is one of like the prettiest zones, and like I don't know, I love Shadowbringers like maps and like aesthetic, and I see all of this and it just makes me so happy. I'm like, this is just, it's so bright, it's colorful, you know, it's going to be very like well thought out and, you know, very detailed everywhere, so it's exciting.
Yeah, and we've seen information. They've given us a lot of information actually on this deep dungeon in terms of there being tricks that aren't in the other ones, like touching certain candlesticks and stuff can give you a good or bad buff, and I'm trying to there's so much gameplay and stuff too. I feel like you said, the best of a deep dungeon is not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing what the tile you're stepping on will do, not knowing what the person you're running with will touch or not touch. Like, I have really been looking forward to this, and I'm not sure about the boss though. I'm not sure about the boss. So with a typical deep dungeon, by the time you get to the boss, you're so like on edge because you're like all the way through and you're like, oh, I don't want to lose my run now. But we know that they fixed this for Pilgrim's Traverse, didn't they? So you clear the dungeon and then you get to take on the boss.
And I believe you get to keep going in too, right? So like if you go in and it doesn't work, like it's not like you have to restart this whole slog of, you know, going through the different floors.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they have different entry points. It's not just like level 0 and then level 30 that you can get in. Like I think all the way up to level 75 you can enter in. And once you get to the end, you pop out and then you summon the boss, and you get multiple attempts at the boss. So the items that you need to summon the boss don't get consumed until you win the fight. So they've been a lot more lenient in terms of deep dungeons. I wish what we did have, and probably someone has done this. I'm going to have to do a search and maybe put a link in the description below. A ginormous, like, everything we know about Pilgrim's Traverse so far article. Because there's just been, like, little bits and pieces probably for the last, well, since Dawn Trail launched.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to it, too. Like, something that kind of taking a back step to something you said about like the candlestick, and like if you touch one into like a positive thing or a negative thing, that almost reminds me of, I don't remember which dungeon it was. I feel like it was A Realm Reborn. It was no more than like Stormblood at least, but it was like, what was it, the puddles where you had to stand in like the teal, the dark blue, like indigo, the red and the green or something like that, and like you would turn into a frog, or you would like have a bad thing. You know which one I'm talking about? It's like an old one, and it's like, it was little mechanics like that were fun and kind of like a puzzle and a challenge. Like you had to try to like remember which one was it, which one's gonna like hurt me or which one's gonna help me. Like those are the fun little things that like I'm excited to see in this. Just like your non-typical mechanics, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I mean, Dawn Trail, let's be honest, has been incredibly good with that. Like with the dungeon, with the raids, with the trials, like everything has been really kind of, I don't want to say gimmicky, but there's always been all these little cute little mini games and stuff going on within the fights and the content. And yeah, this is another opportunity for them to really show off the battle design and how creative they've become with it. So the question then becomes, given that all of this is happening starting, well, tonight/tomorrow, do you have a battle plan? Like, what are you doing to play all this? And are you playing with others, or are you trying to get through it on your own?
So I'm in a pickle because I have New York Comic Con this weekend, which means that normally I would have a full battle plan and I would be in all weekend with. Usually it would be me and my husband or like me and like a few friends. I kind of just got played the wrong cards, I got dealt the wrong cards this week, so I don't have a full battle plan. I am gonna kind of go rogue, which I normally don't do, but I think for sake of like time, that's all I can kind of commit to. Next week, I do think I want to start really focusing on Pilgrim's Traverse and like have a more regimented like group with my friends or like time to like go in and knock some of it out. Yeah, that's kind of what I think I'm going to be doing with it. How about you?
Okay. And you're focusing, I guess, then mainly on Pilgrim's Traverse and kind of getting that done.
Yeah, like I definitely want to like unlock the Allied Society quests tomorrow, and I'll start them. I definitely want to like give the patch day, like try them out. But I may like, just for my weird situation, I may wait to do it as like a normal daily thing until Monday next week when I'm kind of back and life is getting a little bit more back to normal.
So I mean, tip of the week with the dailies, because the servers come up before the daily reset. If you do it before the daily reset, you can do it again after the daily reset and be on your second day on day one.
That's a great tip. And
it's something I never remember to do, but
you don't even have to finish it, which is funny. You can just accept the quests.
That's true.
And finish it the next reset, like after reset. And then once you finish those, as long as they were in your quest before reset, you can have like yesterday's and today's in theory. So then you don't lose out on the extras.
Absolutely. Though just keep in mind, if you do have even one of them left, it won't let you accept any new ones. So you have to do all three of them, complete all three of them, turn all of them in, and then you can pick up the next three. So
yeah. And that's like of any Allied Society too. So if you pick up 3 Yakoi from yesterday, but you want to do the Mamulja, you can't. Like you have to finish whatever's locked from a previous time. Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, so for me, I want to go in tomorrow with a group for Pilgrim's Traverse. I'm gonna put up something in Discord tonight for my community, see if anyone wants to join me for a static for this week. I am hoping we could get at a decent place within 2 hours. Like I'm not sure about the pacing of this, which is kind of giving me actually a little bit of anxiety because I work full time. I only have a very narrow window where I get home, I stream for 2 hours, then I eat dinner, and then I like play with the cats for half an hour, and then I go to bed. So I'm kind of hoping that this is a deep dungeon where I can do that, where I can play for an hour and a half to 2 hours and get to a good spot, and it doesn't like drag on for maybe 3 hours, or maybe we get to a really good spot and we feel like we have to keep going. Like I'm hoping the timing all works out. Or do I just go, okay, let's find a group and let's spam to level 30 or like 3 or 4 times in a row just to
Yeah,
collect like horde, or spam to level 50 3 times in a row just to get horde, or I don't know quite how I want to do it, and I don't think I'm gonna know until we give it a try, right?
for sure. I've mostly done the latter. Like I've mostly done like we're
Hmm.
only going to do this Saturdays and Sundays, but when we do, we're going in several hours and like taking a chunk of the day to do it. I definitely don't think there's a right or wrong way. I think it's just a matter of like we'll see the pacing and how it feels. Because I know that was one thing, like certain content like this too. I feel like if you could only get like one level in a short time, and like it's kind of like, oh, should I just wait till I can like stack that up and feel, you know what I mean? Like have like a handful of levels in many hours, or something like that. Few dozen in many hours. So it's like, yeah, I think it's gonna be tricky to balance.
Yeah. And I die a lot. I mean, it's a good thing that we can carry more than one phoenix down now.
Yes.
Because that's where I end up using them, is the deep dungeons, right? Yeah, it's tough to make any decisions on it. Now, what I would like to do eventually is like maybe get a streamer party going and see if there's 4 of us who want to go through it, because it'd be a good thing to record it and be able to submit video evidence to Yoshi V on like, see, this is where it went wrong, or this is where
Yeah.
Debbie mucked up, and yeah, no,
POVs. I'd be down. I'd be down for weekend shenanigans. Especially not this weekend, sadly. Unless I can somehow get a gaming laptop, fall from the sky into my front porch. Yeah, we'll have to wait a week, but that would be fun.
Okay, so that's all coming out tomorrow. Have you finished your relic grind?
Close. I have alliance raids left. Everything
Okay.
else is done, but those pesky alliance raids. So we're getting there. I got a couple more days. I've kind of done it nonchalant in the past few weeks, where it's like, oh, I have energy after raid. Anybody want to go in? I haven't been necessarily on it, and I think the tough thing too is like the weapon's not best in slot for like anything. So it's like, that sounds super elitist, but it's like I have better weapon, like I have better things. So it's like, for me, it's not a rush. It's like I'm kind of doing it as I go.
Fair. That's fair. I haven't either. For me, it's the high level dungeons that are kind of holding me back. So I'm gonna have to spam a bit of those. I have no excuse other than I'm on chapter 3 now of tactics, so that is the entirety of my excuse. But listen, tactics plug. If you haven't played it, it's an incredibly good game, and you get a lot of Ivalice lore. So if you're a fan of Boja or a fan of the Ivalice raids, or Bon, that sort of thing, like you gotta play this game. So much in there. I'm really enjoying that. That's the end of the plug. They also have clothing on the online store you can purchase. That was something we kind of glossed over. Oh, because they didn't have the post up on the Lodestone last week. They just had mentioned it on the live stream.
Lodestone has been slacking.
They have been kind of slacking.
They've been behind.
So I'm trying to think of the term. Dream fitted. These dream fitting, when you go into the inn and you try on online stores.
I was just trying to think of what's the proper way to say it. Is it dream fit?
Oh, dream fit. Yeah. They're a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
But the one I had my eye on is the orchestrion rule set. Because you get 5 orchestrion rolls from the game.
Ooh. It's like $5 a piece. Yeah. No.
No.
That's not how you
Wait,
math.
what? Hashtag math?
Math hurts. $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Listen, it's after hours. I don't do math this time of night.
That's it. Math has gone home.
Yep.
And I think the only one that I really liked was the dress.
Yeah. Very like regal.
Very. But I mean, it's only 3 pieces for $18, so I know a lot of people are having some trouble with the prices on some of these. And yeah, it does get really quite expensive. Like Ramses is also 3-piece. Gafgarian's isn't. Gafgarian's is a full 5-piece set. I know, right? Not like he's a main character or anything.
I do find it interesting just seeing the breakout of those things. But yeah. I've never played Tactics at all. As a Tactics fan, do you feel like these are like outfits that you're like, I have to have? Or is it like, maybe if they go on sale?
Yeah, maybe if they go on sale.
Yeah.
They're just too much for what they are. But
Yeah.
tell you what, the orchestrion rolls are my top buy, because I think the one thing Final Fantasy does consistently across pretty much all of their games is the music just makes you so nostalgic. And so that's kind of like you can buy the orchestrion rolls, or you could probably just go load into one of the Ivalice raids and hang out for a while too. But yeah, those exist if you want them. But that's kind of what I've been up to. What's everyone else up to? Let me know. I don't know how people are balancing the level of content. Is there anyone out there who's been like, oh yeah, no, there's not enough in 14 right now? Like, if you're that person, let me know, because I want to talk to you. Right? Like who has it all done? I know people who do more in-game than I do have obviously completed their relic weapon. They've got a couple of cosmic tools. They've got, they've got their poop in a group, but does anyone have it all done?
Not me.
You're looking at the wrong lady. No, it's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. Yeah. And so all of this is going to do a really good job of tiding us over until the next patch. Wait, is there another one after? No. Yeah. Is there another one before 7.4 is what my question was going to be, and then it completely got jumbled. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. If so, then I haven't heard about it. We kind of only heard the timeline through 7.35.
Okay. Well, I mean, we didn't have a lot to talk about. I thought we could stretch this out for a little while longer, but I mean, everyone's kind of heard about it all. I think maybe that's the thing to say, is they've done a really good job of hyping us for this and advertising it and talking about it for months. And the last patch update, it's been on the special site forever. Like, I think it's all content we really are experts in at the moment. It's just been waiting for it to be released.
Yeah. And that's what's been weird, is like I feel like I've known about this stuff forever, and then with like the lack of lodestone updates, I feel like as soon as I saw the social post saying like, hey, it's happening Tuesday, I was like, huh? Since when? What do you mean it's happening Tuesday? Like, we talked about this months ago, but this is the first time I'm hearing about it. So it's a good weird space to be in, I guess.
And we haven't gotten any sort of like preliminary patch notes or anything. So we don't have anything specific we can talk about. Like, if they've thrown in some quality of life stuff, if they've thrown in some bug fixes, we don't know. And
So odd.
it kind of is. So we would find all that out, I guess, when the servers actually go down. And then, well, the servers are down. So when they come back up, it won't be news anymore, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We just work here.
Yeah.
But I think we're eating good. I think the game is in a really good place. I'm looking forward to the content and to be able to talk about our experiences with it next week. We just wish we had maybe a little bit more pre-communication about anything else they were going to throw in, so we could like pass it on, I guess. Being a Final Fantasy XIV news podcast show and all, right? Like you kind of hope, well, maybe they can communicate that, but I guess we'll find out. If someone wanted to hear a little bit more about the patch, like you have a video they could check out.
I do. I do. It is a short and sweet kind of recap of what's going on tomorrow, but all that info will be on my channel if you would like more info. Yeah. Awesome.
No, and so I guess we'll kind of just leave it at there until next week and then see how all of this plays out. Do you have any, I know we've already talked about the schedule and everything, even, do you have anything to add before we go?
No. I mean, my schedule in particular, I'll be doing as much of Pilgrim's Traverse or new content that I can tomorrow night. Through Prague stuff, Wednesday, Thursday. I am off all weekend in New York. If you are for some reason going to New York Comic-Con and you see me, say hi. I will be there for Friday through Sunday, and then I will be home at some time in the middle of the night or the beginning of the morning on Monday, and after a little bit of sleep, I will probably be diving right back in before the podcast into the new stuff.
Wow. Okay, so does Final Fantasy have anything planned at Comic-Con, or?
They do not, sadly. However, funny enough, I do know a bunch of 14, or at least a small handful of 14 creators that are coming, because Capcom, for instance, is like a regular booth at Comic-Con. So there are like other games companies, just typically not Square Enix right now. So, yeah, not yet. Could be, maybe.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we look forward to checking that out. For my community, for anyone interested in joining me on Pilgrim's Traverse, I'm going to put up some sort of sign up as soon as I end podcast. I don't know what it's going to look like yet. I might just take a bunch of names and maybe either do one consecutive run or do 1 2-hour run each day for the week. If you guys have an idea, let me know. I feel so lost in all of this right now. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play some Pilgrim's Traverse. So if you want in on it, let me know. I hope they could break down into really small chunks. That's my hope. So because the worst feeling with the deep dungeons is when you get really far and then you have to get the whole squad back together to finish it, and you just never do, and then like you're just kind of sitting there with the save file because there's only 2 save files and you're just trying not to delete it because you have hopes that you'll get back to it eventually, but you don't even talk to the other person.
You haven't talked to them in 3 years, but you think maybe one day. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
maybe one day they'll reach out and want to finish Calls of the Dead. You know, it's real. The deep dungeon pain is real. But this is supposed to be different. So we will see about that. And we will discuss our findings next week. Same time, same place. This channel, this podcast with us, Debbie and Pyra.
Here, right then. Then will be now. But for now, it's not. It's then.
So what was our score this week? I mean, I think we did better than last week. Give us a score. Yeah. Let us know how we did. How was our driving? Yeah. Take care, everyone. Love yourself as much as you love others, and we'll see you in game when it comes back up. Bye.
Bye.
Ah, where's my mouse?